Hello everybody, I am Angry Bird. Welcome to a new Steel Division League cast. We've got the second game in the best of three matchup between Soloing Pixie and Karma. This is Division 1 semi-finals, Season 3 of Steel Division League. And if you didn't watch the previous game, go back and watch it. Make sure you don't miss any action. The last game was actually a really decent game between these two players, and I expect we'll see the same again today. Soloing Pixie on the left-hand side, he's in blue, playing the second French Armoured. Flatline Income, not often associated with second French Armoured. We tend to see them more of a Vanguard A-phase push type deck, mostly because they've suffered from a lack of infantry. 70 units of infantry is pretty much as much as they can muster, although I don't think 70 is too bad at the moment. Depends who they face off against. But the 2-star Shermans will come in handy. The 57mm AT guns are very good, and those P38Js in the fighter bombers in the air tab, they can be deadly. So he is up against Karma, who's playing the 184th Strelkovy on Flatline Income. So Flatline versus Flatline, no income difference between these two players today. It's all about the trades. And the Shermans should have a good time because they're going to be up against Stuarts and Valentines mostly. So yeah, they should definitely have a good time. If those ISU come out onto the field and they start dominating the battlefield, Soloing Pixie is going to have to work a way to get rid of them. But I still think Soloing Pixie really has a bit of a better deck here. But there are those M30s in the artillery tab again, which we saw Karma use to great effect in the previous match. They have the heat shells. They can be deadly. 99 units of infantry. Karma definitely has the infantry advantage in terms of numbers, and it's going to be interesting to see how this deck or how this match proceeds. So let's just recap. Soloing Pixie on the left-hand side, starting with an early off-map plane, but Karma starting with the early IL-2KR is going to immediately shut that down. So I don't know whether he was expecting that. But let's just follow this IL-2KR in, because as soon as it spots that plane, it's going to make a beeline for it, which it is doing now, and that plane is going to go down in a hail of smoke and fire. There it goes as the IL-2KR takes its justice. So, Soloing Pixie on the left-hand side in blue. He's playing the French Armoured on Flatline, up against Karma today on the right-hand side in red, playing the 184 Strelkovy on Flatline Income. Bit of a engagement for the center. It doesn't look like Soloing Pixie's put too much investment into trying to capture that. Flamers using the smoke to shield themselves. Will get into position, but I think that Karma's going to recover the flag. It is Karma's from the start, so it's not too much of a surprise. Soloing Pixie has pushed forwards, very far advanced in the north. Just back off those M8s. Make sure they don't get shot down by enemy infantry. The M8 down up north, helping out into that center town. The IL-2KR coming in, trying to strafe down some units. One of the M8s go down, but there is some smoke in there. I'm not exactly sure what shook that smoke, but the M8s, both of them go down to the M42 gun, it seems. Sherman pushing up now. It's on fast move. It's not going to stop. And it's going to get killed by these Strelky units here. No, it doesn't even take it that long. Yeah, I think actually it might have been the side shots from the PTRDs there getting that kill. Bit of a mistake from Soloing Pixie. And actually that's left him with barely anything in that center town. I think that's a really big mistake from him. I think he was focusing elsewhere. Just took his eye off the ball. It's an easy mistake to make. Happens to all of us, and clearly it happens to the best players as well, because Soloing Pixie is one of the best players in this game. So if he's making that mistake, don't be too hard on yourself if you're making the same kind of mistakes as well. The M8s do start to fire down into that central town, although they are leaving themselves open to an Aftermachiki just wandering up and using that AT grenade. If Karma spots that, he is taking the Zis 3 gun in there, so I'm kind of surprised he hasn't spotted the Aftermachiki opportunity. The M5 half-track pushing forwards. Voltigo's trying to get into the forest. And Solo and Pixie picks up the 14-10, thanks to that flag, and this flag up north as well. But we do have some Stuarts pushing forwards. The Aftermachiki did not try and take those M8 guns out. Oh, and look how low Solo and Pixie is in that center town. He needs to get reinforcements in there ASAP. I don't think Karma can really push forwards, but if he does shut down this northern area, then he's got that opportunity. Sherman's going to engage the M3 Lee. That goes down. Zistri now into position. Gets the first kill on the M8, but the other one does start to respond. Ooh, but that one goes down as well. I'm not sure whether that went down to the Stuart. Losing these M8s has been pretty costly for Solo and Pixie. Another one coming into the centre. The M5 gun has moved positions. Ooh, the Flamers are spotted moving out into the open as they just managed to cross the road there. But the sniper got one shot off, didn't quite manage to get the kills. I think something went down there in the centre. It is now Sherman facing off against a Valentine and a BA-10M. The Valentine actually can get the kill here with the 57mm. Has a great rate of fire. It's the 6-pounder, but does go down. Does go down. More Stuarts and Valentines on the way, and Lee's up north. This is tough to say who's in a better position right now. I really think... Oh, the M8 went down again in the centre town. I think it went down here, perhaps, or here. It went down to the M42 gun, surely. Which is actually now taking shots at all of the reinforcements coming in. The M5 Stuart goes down to something. I think that might have actually been the bazookas from the sappers. Yes. Aftermachiki's finally spotted and should go down as well. The Zis 3 gun and Abto Comrotri are in a real tough spot there, but Comma has got a lot of reinforcements that have just come into the battlefield. Yeah, the sappers do need to unload. I think Solo and Pixie needs to hold this position and push south. He's struggling to push through right now, and actually Karma coming in with the Aftermachikis could really hurt Solo and Pixie in this forest. The sappers might just get there in time though, with those bazookas to get the kill. Yeah, there goes one. Perhaps he'll get the double kill here. I think he really needs to get that double kill. Ooh, doesn't quite get the double kill. And the Aftermachikis do manage to unload. Ooh, but the satchel charge will... Yeah, the satchel charge manages to get the kill. But the tanks have all gone down for Solo and Pixie, and there's still some Valentines in here. It is really tough to say who's in the better position up in that northern side, but Solo and Pixie has the 1410. He also has managed to get some Voltigeurs down here. And needs to unload them. He might be able to pick this flag up. Especially if the Ogmachiki get revealed, because the Sherman will be able to take them out. Second Sherman coming in there, and he might actually start to micro that area. Looks like the sappers pushing out to try and take out that M42 gun. That will relieve some pressure off the reinforcement zone. And finally, a couple more Shermans, a few more reinforcements coming into this centre town. And I definitely think Solo and Pixie shored up his positions, because I think he was... there's still quite a few tanks in here. Karma's not out of this in this northern side. I mean, if you look, there's only like 2 real strength squads of infantry and a Sherman back here. But I think the Sherman can take out the tanks. Just Oh, but he reversed away and showed side armor. I think he should have stood and fought that engagement. The Sapeurs not quite in range to throw that satchel charge. So the Strelky will be able to fend them off. And I think we'll pick up the victory. And their mate Spahi coming down here. Oh, a lot. Tanko Desaniki after Machiki's coming in as well. And I think this position's lost now. The flag has been lost. Cannon 57mm coming in, but it's too late and it's going too far forwards. The Voltigeur did unload, but the IL-2KR came in. Perhaps they weren't unloaded. And the IL-2KR managed to get the kill onto the half track. But the Valentine went down to the long-range Sherman shot. But there is an ISU on the way now, and that's going to shut down this central attack from Solo Wing Pixie. Both has gone coming in to help out against the IL-2KR. A couple more M42 guns getting involved against these Shermans. I think Karma's traded better so far. I think, he's got so much stuff now up on this northern side that Solo Wing Pixie is in real trouble of a counter-attack coming through. He is in real trouble of a counter-attack coming through. And in the centre as well. I mean, he's low on troops here. I feel like Solo Wing Pixie played this as if he was on Vanguard income. Which kind of questions to me why he didn't take Vanguard income. Looks like the Cannon 57 took a shot there at the ISU and nearly getting the kill. We might just be showing side armor here to the Sherman. Oh, surely it's going to get forced back. Oh, it goes down. Big kill from Solo Wing Pixie. Keeps his center position alive for now. The Sherman pushing forward, I think, was trying to get the kill on the M5 and might still, depending on who he's engaging here. Yeah, he is engaging the Sherman, so it should go down. I'm kind of surprised that M5 doesn't have a shot on him. I think he's moving position to try and get that shot, but he goes down anyway to the Sherman. 2 Tango Disanikis will hold the flag, but it does still give Solo Wing Pixie hope in this center ground. Oh, the infantry's gone down in the town though, perhaps to artillery fire, and the Sherman's all that's left. That Sherman goes down. Solo Wing Pixie could be in real trouble, and here comes the counter-attack in the north. I think the smoke was, the smoke was coming from the artillery further back. I was just wondering for a moment where that smoke was coming from. Solo Wing Pixie has to get reinforcements into this centre town. He's getting away with this right now. I think Karma's so focused up on the north that he's actually getting away with this centre flag. But if that Sherman goes down, man, he's going to be in a tough, tough spot. And based on what's on the field, if you discount the reinforcements coming in, Solo Wing Pixie barely has anything on the field. He's in a real tough spot. If he wins this game, he's going to have to trade very well from this point onwards, and he's going to have to win it in the long game because he is really on the back foot right now. Despite it being 12-12 on flags, Solo Wing Pixie well on the back foot. The M8 does go down. But the Sherman should do well against the remaining tanks. Oh, big, yeah, Sherman shot there. I think he's coming up to try and prevent the reinforcements, which is a good move. Oh, the Nuevi not going straight into that town, which is kind of really interesting. Karma just needs to push forwards and he would have that flag. Oh, crew panic. Onto the chart, M4A2. Will it go down? Yes, it does. Side shot from the M42 gun up there. Of course. That was me being dumb. That is why Solo Wing Pixie didn't just come down into the town. The M42 gun here. But Karma captures the flag. At last he starts to move forwards and he does capture the flag, revealing absolutely nothing in that center position. Karma gets the 13-11. Tanko Disanikis will continue to hold the forest. Nueve pushing forwards. Ooh, the M42 gun goes down before he can get into position. And actually, if these tanks push through, then Karma could be exposed to a counter-attack right now. I like the position of the Sherman. It'd be kind of cool to see it come further forward, but it would get countered at some point by something. Yeah, I think this the M42 gun's coming across to try and counter that Sherman. I mean, it might still be able to get away with that, as long as it spots that M42 gun in time. Half-Track's trying to help out against the Strokey. In comes the IO2KR, trying to tip the balance in favour of Karma. And breakthrough up north from Solo and Pixie. So he is counter-attacking just as we said he might be able to. Oh, M42 gun does come in. I think that's the M10 tank destroyer. Possibly went down there. There is a Cis-3 gun. There are quite a few anti-tank guns in here now. Actually, with really good crossfire. So Karma does have a decent chance here of holding off this push. But the Shermans need to go down. Here comes a big crossfire moment. Sherman facing down south. The M42 gun going to open up. Yeah! Man alive. Surprised he didn't get the kill there. They now turn to face the closer range target, and the one down south gets the kill. The Nueve should be able to open up now on that M42 gun. That goes down. There is still a Sherman here. This is really interesting. Solo Pixie has the 1311. He's got the center ground. The Sherman did go down to the M42 gun across the lake. And the Voltigos are going to go down to the Strokey. So Karma's going to recover the flag in that position. But the M42 gun is going to take out the half-track for sure. There's another one in position as well. So the Tango Disnikis are going to hold that flag. But reinforcements coming into the center. And Solo and Pixie's looking for the advance in the center. He's marking the M42 gun. Perhaps P38J coming in. These P38Js could tip it. Because their payload is amazing. 2 430 kilogram bombs. They are just fantastic. In it comes. There's the release. Goodbye. See you later. Those Ooh. Well microed from Solo and Pixie there. Well microed. The IO2KR might just get on the back. Ooh, just out of range. Weapons jam. Solo and Pixie still microing it. Try and get that P38J out. Big turn in engagement here right now. IO2KR gets another burst. I can't. Oh, the second one might get on the back. No. I think that P38J is just going to get out alive. Does need some AA in though. Wow, and completely lost orientation there. Oh, the Bofors might cover those IL2KRs. And in comes the P38J fighter, trying to get on the back of it, and should get the kills here. The IL2KR, I think, turns to face head on. P38J gets the wing damage. And will follow up for the kill on one of the IL2KRs, I'm sure. Solo Pixie has pushed through in the south. He's managed to get through those tankos with a unit of sappers and takes up a nice position in this forest. And he does actually pick up the southern flag because that sniper doesn't hold the territory forwards. The Strokey is going to cover that off along with a BA-10M as well, which is actually a decent call here. Strokey covers off the flag. BA-10M responds to half-tracks. Shermans it won't be able to deal with, but half-tracks, that's a fair response. Ooh. There are still M42 guns in here, so the Sherman's not out of the woods. P38J goes in for the strafe and run. Does at least cause the kill from the follow-up Sherman attack, but he is potentially in a lot of trouble from a fighter coming in behind. Looks like Karma spent the cash on the ISU-122 though. Solo and Pixie still trying to fight back this center town. And it looks like his counter-attack up north has been countered, and he's now opened up to a second counter-attack up north. back and forth on this northern wing. And that's what I do love about this map. This northern side does allow you to go back and forth because of the beautiful road network coming through for each player. So Lone Pixie manages to get the flag back in the center. It's 14-10 right now. He's looking good. I think he's looking good because I think at one point he was looking really bad. So massive fight back by Solo and Pixie, and he's managed it beautifully well. He does need to shore up this northern side. He really needs to shore up this northern side. But if he can do that, he's looking a lot better. But the southern side is now coming under reinforcements from Karma. P38J just flying overhead. The M4A2 might be able to deal with the M42 gun coming in, but that ISU is going to be a bit of a threat. The Cannon 57mm destroyed it last time, but I don't think Karma's going to push it forwards in the same way that he did previously. Ooh, shots from the M42 gun trying to take out that Char M4A2. I think it was an M4A376 that I was saying before when I mentioned the M10 tank destroyer. I don't think they do get M10 tank destroyers. I think it was the Char M4A376 there. So my mistake on that. IO2KR just come into strafe the Nueve. Actually pretty important kill because if that Nueve could have moved further north, they could easily have fired on these two M42 guns. P38J still looking for the kill onto that IL2KR. I think Solo and Pixie's been doing some excellent air micro. P38, yeah, that turns around because he doesn't want to lose that to the IL2KR, but he does bring it back over the Bofors gun. Really good micro, and the P38J should get onto the back. And does get the kill onto that IL2KR. But it may well go down here itself to the Zenot 37, and it's desperately trying to get out. That Zenot 37 might just take it down. Still firing. Last few shots. Oh, it just gets out. Just gets out. Just gets out. Wow, that was close. That was close. The Sherman has gone down. The Sherman has gone down. ISU onto the battlefield. I'm a little bit worried about these Voltigeurs because they're a three-man squad, so Lone Pixie has got to know that he can't actually kill anything with it. So, yeah, it's going to go down now. And then that's going to expose him. Because he has nothing to defend with, that cannon's going to go down. As soon as it fires its first shot, it's going to go down. And there's nothing for the bat to defend. P38J coming in there. I think it was hitting this position down here. Not sure if there was anything right there, but that was where it hit. After Machiki and Tanko Disaniki in the forest, not quite spotting the sappers, despite them being 120 meters away. They are very quiet troops. I think at 120 meters, I'd be able to spot the chitter-chatter between the squads. Looks like Karma is going to take back the center ground. And that's going to bring it back to a 12-12. Off-map coming in. 280mm off-map. I don't know whether it came down or not. I don't know whether it's been used, but... it's in. It's there. Yeah, the Voltigeurs have gone down, and that's exposed Solo and Pixie's rear. Does bring in a unit of volunteers to kind of shore up that, but Karma knows now, and he's going for it. Wouldn't be surprised if these Strokey push down. Yeah, volunteers trying to shore up the defense, but volunteers are not good infantry. They're there to just hold the ground that you've already taken with other units, and then hope you can keep them alive. Ooh, DB-73 there. Really rare to see. Wow, look at that payload. It's kind of rare to see that plane. Pins down a couple of troops. I'd like to see the payload for that. Oh, I just missed it. It just went off the screen. Ooh, Sherman goes down there. I think it was to the ISU. Ooh, this southern and central area is so weak right now. And the off map, if the Char M48... Ooh. Yeah. Look at Karma's troops back here waiting for that off map. Karma's launching attack. Look at all the reinforcements coming in for the south, but actually what worries me now is this off map's going to come down. The after Machikis are just going to zip through and there's nothing behind that. I'm really surprised by the lack of combined arms down here on the south as well. I think having all the volunteers is okay, but as soon as the Stuart comes in and the BA-10M, they can't kill the tanks. Okay, so they are a 12-man squad with M1 carbines. They aren't the worst. Actually, they aren't as bad as I remembered. I didn't think they had a light machine gun as well. So they aren't as bad as I remembered, actually. They aren't too bad in that respect. But I do still think a bit of a lack of combined arms here. And I think it was a little bit of a panic that ordered in all of these volunteers. The off-map has come down into the center. Here comes the after Machiki. If that Char M4A3 recovers, then Solomon Pixie might be able to defend. But Karma has picked up the flag. He's picked up a 1311. I think our half-track's just testing the waters here of what's there. And then as soon as the Stroker DP open fire, they immediately get shot at by everything. Yeah, the M4A3 has recovered, but it's not quite on the right line of sight. So the after Machiki are going to make it through. Off map, M4A2 OP 155 mil. In comes the LA5N. I'm kind of surprised by... Oh no, yeah. Okay, fair play. Attacking the sappers. I thought he was going to attack the half track there, and I was kind of thinking, well, your M42 guns are going to take care of that if you let them. But he's not firing with the M42 guns here because he doesn't want to waste them on the half track, despite the fact he's killing his mortars. He wants to use those for the Shermans. Both is being ordered up north, which is good because those airstrikes are coming in thick and fast up north now. The southern portion, the volunteers have managed to hold off the push for now. They're doing a decent job, but there's still a lot down here, and there's nothing coming down to take out the tanks. Ooh, Solomon Pixie has an off-map of his own. It's 1311 to Karma. This is tight. Look at this half-track coming all the way through the back. I think Karma has now realised the threat. Yeah, and it finally allows his M42 guns to fire. Is Solomon Pixie out of his tanks? No, here come the Char M4A2s. That's why I was a little bit suspect about why there were so many volunteers down here. Are they all now out of ammunition? They're all out of LMG ammunition. Yeah, so they do only get 300 LMG ammo compared to 2,350. It's probably because they're volunteers and they couldn't muster up a full load of ammunition. Okay, so Solomon Pixie's still advancing forwards with the sappers, trying to reveal infantry and then use the Shermans to fire on them. But the M4A176 did go down in the north. Another off-map coming down, so the first one allowed him to get the flag back. And it's 12-12. This is fairly tight. This is still fairly tight. I'm not sure which way this is going. Airstrike's coming up north. Again, I think... No, attacking... Ooh, the Sherman goes down. Okay, so that has taken up a lot of the pressure off Karma up north. There is an Char M4A376 on the way. P38J heading in, trying to hit the M42 gun that did the dirty on that Sherman. It's actually coming into a nice position to hit quite a few units here. Oh, takes care of the sniper and the M42 gun. Those P38Js are amazing planes. I just love them. I really do. I think they are fairly easy to shoot down if you can. I'm going to try and check that on the next run through. So the Sherman has come in here. The M42 gun did fire and reveal itself. There is another M42 gun that is firing and revealing itself. So everyone's going to fire at that one now. But the Sherman goes down, I think, to a BA-10M strike at the back. Ooh, off map on the off map. And the volunteers are pushing through. They need to unload. Don't get taken out by the ISU. They've picked up the flag. P38J coming in for the IS-2. Will it get the kill? Oh no, forced to fall back. Forced to fall back. Off map does take out the enemy off map. But it's already placed. Wow, what a push from Solo and Pixie, but it's only 2 volunteers and there's a hell of a lot of reinforcements coming in now. And they don't have AT equipment. They don't have AT equipment. That ISU's just going to dominate that road. Such aggressive move from Solo and Pixie. I love it. Most of the AT on the north has been taken out though, so the Char M4A3 could possibly get through. I mean, this is tough to say who's going to win. I think Karma might be in the better position, but Solo Wing Pixie... Yeah, I think he's in the better position here, because I think he can take these 2 flags. I mean, once these infantry just push through, they can't really oppose him, and the ISU can take out the tanks quite easily. So... it feels like Karma's in the better position. Looks like the volunteers are starting to push forwards in the south. But they're going to push over open ground. It looks like Karma is going to retreat. It looks like everyone used up their ammunition. Not too sure what the Sherman's doing there. More volunteers coming in. But there is still an ISU as well. Oh, P38, oh no, DB73 came in with the bombing run, did release its bombs, not exactly sure where, probably on those Strelky. I didn't quite see it, but it did go down. It did go down, and we do see some 52Ps come in, a Zenot 37mm to join the other one. (12:12), 31 minutes on the clock. Sherman's pushing forwards. But the ISU can possibly take them out. Yeah, it's moving into a bit of a better position there. It's going to reveal itself any moment. Now moving up north. This is the main counter. If that ISU goes down, maybe Solo and Pixie can find a way. Oh, I think he brought the cannon to face off against that ISU. Sherman's now backing away, having realised that ISU's targeting them. Cannon 57 now not in the best spot. Bofors, GMC Bofors pushing forwards there. Very strange. I mean, it's to back up the M4A2, but it's pushed out into the open. Really tense matchup. The Volunteers are starting to push through, but the 52Ps and the ISU is just going to cover off that attack perfectly. Were those 52Ps in Karma's deck in C phase? No, they're from A phase. So he hasn't used any... I don't think he's used any 52Ps through the entirety of A phase. Down goes the DB73 to the 2 Xanaut 37 mils. After Michiki are now being hit by the Sherman, the ISU in a very nice position here. Pick off any reinforcements. And fairly covered as well. Although it is now backing away to try and counter those Shermans once again. Yeah, 52p is getting involved. I think that's going to stunt the southern push. I think this ISU's the important kill. This is the linchpin of the centre right now. Another M42 gun on the way. He's had a lot of M42 guns as well. Let me just remind ourselves how many of those Karma had. Okay, so he had 6 in A and 9 in B. So a lot of M42 guns. What's that? 15 in total. Ooh, and is that a P38J I think went down there. But the ISU went down to a close range Sherman shot. Oh, actually, it might have been... Well, I think Sony Pixie was going for the rear shot, but the close-range Sherman shot actually gets it. I'd love to see him just push forward. That'd be amazing. He's doing it. He's going for it. Pushing to the rear line. Good job. Oh, the Volunteers... I think they can get the kill onto the... Yeah, there's just 2 men there. Oh, no, the Shermans. They're backing into the line of fire of the After Michiki. How the hell Karma hasn't microed that After Michiki more? Is beyond me. But the Shermans do start to push forward. They're trying to take shots on the vehicles, reinforcing in. Do manage to take out one of them. Needs to stay away. Oh, he's backing off. He's backing off because I think he's scared of those infantry units. I guess they do have the PTR D rifles that can take them out. Oh, in comes the LA5N. That Sherman is in a dangerous position. IL2KR coming in as well for the strafing run. After Michiki's unloading there just in the right place. Flamers coming in. Surprising. I think that was a quick reaction. Looks like the southern push has been ground down to a halt. And that would allow Karma to push back once again. Ooh, Cannon 57mm goes down. Flamers might go down in the transport. Yes, they do. And, ooh, Sherman goes down as well. I think to this M42 gun here. And the top flag goes down. So, yo, and there's the surrender. There's the surrender. Some massive kills there up north. Just finished it off for Sullivan Pixie. Wow. That game was back and forth in that northern side. Karma gets the victory. 4,300 kills to 3,100 losses. Congratulations to him. And actually, he will now move forward into the finals to face off against the reigning champion Gonzo. Reigning champion of the world Gonzo in the final of the Steel Division League Season 3. And two-time champion, I think. No, Season 3 we're in. So, yeah, Sean won Season 1. Gonzo won Season 2. So, reigning champion. I was right first time. Let's have a look at the kills for Karma. The IL2KR did come in and hit that off-map plane first strike. I wonder whether Karma knew whether he always starts with an IL2KR. I have a feeling he always starts with an IL2KR when it's available. But that was a perfect call. M42 gun getting, like, look at his early play. Look at his early units. So much value out of those early units there. Massive trades from those early units. And it wasn't until sort of this portion of the game when that first ISU came out that he started to make less trades. M42 guns, I think, did such a fantastic job of dealing with the Shermans. I mean, one kill from an M42 gun, one Sherman kill pays itself off. And he took 15 of them. And I think that was a really good call. Really good call. Let's have a look at the kills for Soloing Pixie shows the strength of the Sherman here. Picking off 1, 2, 3 Valentines, an M5 and a BA10M. Shows why killing those Shermans needs to happen. P38J coming in. Picking up a few kills. Not quite enough for my liking. I feel like Soloing Pixie should have had those P38Js in A and B phase rather than B and C phase. I think he went for the number of them rather than kind of the sustained pressure of them. But yeah, if those P38Js would have come in earlier, perhaps from A phase, sacrificing a couple of numbers, they could have maybe taken out more M42 guns, which maybe would have kept more of his Shermans alive and kept more pressure onto Karma. Perhaps. Leave your thoughts below down in the comments. Thanks very much for watching, guys, and we're gonna have the final coming up. Gonzo versus Karma. Make sure you subscribe. Don't miss any more videos. Don't miss any future action. Karma versus Gonzo coming up on the channel. Wow, it's going to be an intense one, I'm sure. The dog says thank you as well if you can hear him in the background. Thanks very much for watching. I am Angry Bird. I will see you next time.